Hortus tuus, you say?
It's a work about botany, a tract on medicinal plants.
That's a good title. Where can I get that book?
Speak with Godfrey, my assistant. He'll get it for you.
Master, am I really going to become a copyist?
It would be better for you if you did, because if you don't make the grade, we'll never be let into the scriptorium.
I'm going to become the best copyist in our order. I'll be greater than Beatus de Labana. People are going to cry when they look at my miniatures.
Oh yes, cry they will, Bruno. I don't doubt that.
What do you mean by that?
Forget it. My acolyte was trained as a copyist.
All right. Do you have the Hortus tuus with you?
We don't have it yet.
You should manage it. Is he going to be able to translate it into Latin?
Good. He'll do what he can.
I don't want any mistakes. A copyist is not only supposed to imitate, but also interpret, understand, translate. All right, and what about the quill?
Quill? You're not going to give him one?
How's that? No. Each copyist must have one of his own.
I don't doubt that, but I can see quite a few quills here. Can't he use any of them?
No. The rule says that each copyist must have his own quill.
But as far as I know, the cook is given pots and pans, too.
Brother, would you have me show you the rules that have been written down so that you can convince yourself?
No, I regret having been so insistent. May I ask you a few questions about Anselmo?
I know what the abbot has given you to do. You can ask what you like about Anselmo.
What do you think about Anselmo? Do you have to think about that, brother?
Yes, I wanted to describe Anselmo in a single sentence, but I think it's impossible for me to do it.
I don't understand you.
Look, brother, I don't know if you know this. Perhaps you've already spoken about Anselmo with someone else from the Abbey. Doesn't matter. I'd swear on a stack of Bibles that all of them are going to tell you about his unacceptable arrogance.
What is that supposed to mean? Unacceptable.
All right. Perhaps I went too far when I described his attitude as unacceptable, but a bit of modesty would have gotten him more respect from the other brothers.
How did the attitude you're referring to manifest itself?
Oh, that! He boasted about how well-read he was. Oh, yes, he always corrected other brothers when they pronounced something wrong, or he reproached them sharply when they didn't know something like a psalm or a historical detail. Oh, do you know what I mean?
Very well.
I don't believe that his intentions were completely wrong. Not everyone here has the same level of education. You'll grasp that when you speak with Egidio, for example. As I said, the reprehensible thing wasn't his intention. It was the way he behaved. On the other hand, he visited the library often. He constantly tried to increase his knowledge. That's to his credit. It would be nice if the common folk had the same thirst for knowledge.
If he were perhaps granted access to the library...
What? Are you joking?
The abbot implied that Anselmo's death could have been something other than a coincidence.
He said that to me. Indeed he did.
What's your opinion about that?
I don't know what I should say. I don't believe that one of our brothers would deliberately be out to kill a fellow brother.
That makes sense. It would be against the rules.
Yes, against all the rules. That's the point. I presume that the abbot has also mentioned something to you that you shouldn't take lightly.
Are you referring to the idea that the devil feels at home in the Abbey?
This is a serious topic, brother. We all know that evil has been wreaking havoc all over this unfortunate world since time began. But of all places, why here at this humble abbey?
Evil does not distinguish between one place and the next.
Oh, that's certainly true. But if so many wars, attacks, lootings, and rapes are taking place outside, isn't it logical that he would prefer to reign like that, and not within these walls?
A good theory.
To be honest, yet without wanting to contradict the abbot, I must tell you that I do not share his opinion.
If that's the case, what do you think about Anselmo's death?
I don't know what I should think, but it's not my task to root around in such matters. I serve our Lord by looking after the library.
What kind of material did Anselmo usually look for in the library?
Anything he could make use of. Oh, his thirst for knowledge knows no bounds. Despite his work as a gatekeeper, he constantly came to the library to study manuscripts.
Without a doubt, he was trying to undermine the hierarchy at the Abbey. Did he ask for particular titles?
No, I don't remember any particular one, though once.
Yes?
I can't recall exactly what subject it dealt with, but it still strikes me that I had to refuse his request.
Why?
How should I put it? Some books are not allowed to be lent out. That's why access to the library archives is limited to Gottfried and me.
How did Anselmo react to the refusal?
I don't remember any more. I suppose he attached the same importance to the subject that I did. Namely, none at all. I presume he simply asked out of curiosity.
We should let Anselmo rest in peace, brother. Or surely the best one to fill me in on the rumors circulating about the library.
Rumors? Bah! You mean that gossip.
Are the rumors true?
Anselmo trumpeted that around everywhere. That is, before he died, naturally.
Do you really believe that a phantom is haunting the library?
Brother, life at our abbey doesn't offer much variety. It's normal that brothers invent stories to break up the daily routine. What I don't consider normal is that they emulate the common folk with their absurd tall tales. Tales that barely reach the level of ignorant folklore.
In other words, you don't believe them. If it's not a phantom, could we be dealing with a person?
I don't know if you're aware of this, brother, but the library is locked up each night. It is simply impossible to remain here unnoticed and move around in the library freely as one could in the cloisters in the daytime.
Someone could try to force the door?
It would be noticed the next day, and I can assure you it has never happened.
Through some window?
Through a window? Like a lizard, perhaps? Tell me, brother, who? 80-year-old brother Arcadio? Gottfried, who can't even run? Egidio? Provided he's sober that day. Sure. Listen closely. No one, absolutely no one, enters the library at night. I would know it. And besides, if it happened, the rules would come down on him like...
Like a censor?
Yes.
Do you know anything about your predecessor? I mean, the librarian who died here.
Do you mean the librarian who committed suicide, according to those harebrained rumors?
Wasn't that what happened?
Of course not. What soul devoted to God would do something like that? And even more so at the Abbey.
According to the rumors?
According to the Abbey's archives, if you will, our chronicles inspire more faith than foolish gossip does. My predecessor was a victim of an unfortunate accident. He burned to death.
Burned to death?
That is what is written in the archives. After having locked up the library, it seems he took such a bad fall that the oil lamp he was carrying broke. He realized that his habit had caught fire, tried to... well, you can imagine the rest.
I don't know what to think about that.
You're an educated, intelligent person. Leave the gossip aside and put your faith in what has been written.
Do you think we could change the subject?
It seems right to me. The subject is truly ridiculous.
Would you be able to give me some information about the library?
As you like.
To which works does the library owe its fame?
The library's fame basically stems not only from the work our copyists do, but also from our zeal towards collecting, archiving, and publishing a large number of books. As far as I know, you won't be able to set your eyes on a collection like this at any other abbey.
Are there really that many?
Thousands of them.
I'm impressed.
Tell me something about your work.
The post carries a lot of responsibility, as you can imagine. In an abbey like this, it's one of the most important jobs. It requires a great deal of dedication and hard work to get to be a librarian. And once you get there, it means investing even more time and effort. You have to archive, catalog, restore, preserve.
I get the point. Do you like it?
Of course I do. Alongside the love of our Lord, the reading matters and studies are the two reasons I get up each day, ready to forge ahead. I love being surrounded by books, the smell of ink, and of my brother copyists who know how to value the significance of simply bound pages. I love this work.